Good morning, students. I hope that you are healthy at home and doing your work perfectly. Now, the last topic of this chapter, matrices, is elementary operation of a matrix. Elementary operations is also called transformation. We transform the matrix in this. There are 6 transformations on a matrix, 3 of which are due to rows and 3 due to columns, which are known as elementary operations of or transformations. It means we are having 6 elementary transformations, 3 are on rows and 3 are on columns. Now we apply. How will you apply? The steps are following. First, the interchange of any 2 rows or 2 columns. We can interchange any 2 row or any 2 column to transform the matrix. Suppose is the matrix. In row 1 there are 2 elements 1 2, and in row 2 there are 2 elements 3 4. We are applying R1 becomes R2. It means R1 becomes R2, 3 4 on R1 and 1 2 on R2. Similarly, second step or second transformation, the multiplication of the elements of any row or columns by a non-zero number. We can multiply by a constant to the elements of any row or the elements of any column. Suppose A is the matrix given having row 1 element 1 2, row 2 element 3 4. I am applying R1 becomes 3 into R1. It means we are multiplying the elements of R1 by 3. So the matrix becomes 3 6 3 4. R2 remains same, thus C. And third transformation is the addition to the elements of any row or column, the corresponding element of any other row or column multiplied by a non-zero number. It means you can change any row by adding constant multiplication of another row correspondingly. A is the matrix having elements 1 2 3 4. Applying R1 becomes R1 plus 3 R2. It means we are multiplying the elements of R2 by 3 and adding it to 1 R1. So the change will be on R1. That means 3 3 is 9 plus 1, that 10, 4 3 is 12 plus 2, that is 14. So R1 element becomes 10 14, R2 remains same 3 4. Now important, let X, A and B are 3 matrices of some order, same order or some order, such that X is equal to A into B. In order to apply elementary row transformation on the matrix equation X is equal to A into B, we will apply these row transformations simultaneously on X and on the first matrix A of the product A B on right hand side. It means if we apply row transformation, then that will be applied left hand side to X and in right hand side only on matrix A. The same not in both A and B. Similarly, in order to apply the sequence of elementary column operation, if we are applying column operation on the matrix equation x is equal to A into B, we will apply the operations simultaneously on x on the left hand side and the second matrix B of the product AB on right hand side, not in both A and B. Only will be applied on B of right hand side. Now recall the concept of inverse matrix. If A is a matrix such that A inverse exists, then to find A inverse using elementary row transformations. The question is asked like this way: using elementary row transformation, find A inverse. The step will be, first we write A is equal to I into A and apply the sequence of row operation on A is equal to I into A till we get I is equal to BA. Then B will be called the inverse of A. It means we go through so many row operations in matrix A of left hand side, and similar operation will be applied on I of right hand side till the left hand side A becomes I. Now your exercise 3.4, using elementary transformations find inverse of each of the matrices if exists. Question number 1, 1 minus 1 2 3. Write A is equal to I into A, implies that put the value of A, that is 1 minus 1 2 3, is equal to put the value of I 1 0 0 1 of same order into A. A remain same. To change left hand side as I by using row transformation and same change in RHS I. We have to change in left hand side for becoming it as identity element. Now remember the concept of identity element of order 2, that is 1 0 0 1. So in left hand side we must have 0 in R2 of first element of R2. So what is the process? R2 becomes R2 minus 2R1. R2 becomes 2R2 minus 2R1. It means the change will be on R2. R2 elements 2 minus 2, 3 minus minus 2. So this became R2 element became 2 0 and 5. R1 remains same. Is equal to similar process in left hand side, 0 minus 2 minus 2, 1 minus 0 1 into A. Now applying R2 becomes R2 upon 5. So the change will be on row 2. R1 remains same, 1 minus 1. R2 becomes R2 upon 5, it means 0 upon 5, 0, 5 upon 5, 1. And similar change will be on RHS, 1 minus 1. R2 becomes minus 2 upon 5, 1 upon 5. Now applying R1 becomes R1 plus R2 to make 0. most zeros. It means change is on R1 plus R2. We are adding the elements R1 and R2, and the change the process is R1 becomes 1 plus 0 1 minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. R2 remains same 0 1. Similar change will be on right hand side R1 1 minus 2 by 5, that is 3 by 5, minus 1 plus 1 by 5, that is minus 4 by 5. R2 remains same, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5 into A. Now in left hand side we get identity matrix of order 2. I is equal to B into A and A are common, I common, so A inverse is equal to B. This implies A inverse is equal to 3 by 5 minus 4 by 5 minus 2 by 5 1 by 5. So we get A inverse. Now there is question number 12 in which A inverse does not exist. But how will you determine the A inverse does not exist? It means if we apply row transformations to get identity in left hand side and applying those operations, we get 0 as the all elements of any row or column. It means A inverse does not exist. This means any complete row and any complete column should not be 0 for A inverse. But in this, I am taking this question A is equal to 6 minus 3 minus 2 1 is equal to I into A. That is not misprinted here. So we go same process as we applied in question number 1. So A is equal to I into A. Now applying R1 becomes R1 by 6, as we are having 1 as the first element of the identity, so making it 1. That means we divide R1 element by 6. Thus R1 element become 1 minus half minus 2 1, and similar change on right hand side which is not written here. Again we apply R2 becomes R2 plus 2 R1, as we are making most zeros in R2. So R2 become R2 plus 2 R1. If we add the minus 2 plus 2 0, 1 minus 1 0, it means R1 elements and R1 element remains same, 1 minus half, but R2 become complete 0 0 0. So it means A inverse does not exist. Now there is question number 15 from your exercise, important. A is equal to 2 minus 3 3 2 2 3 3 minus 2 2. We have to find its inverse using elementary transformations. So we write A is equal to I into A. That means put the value of A and I. A is 2 minus 3 3 2 2 3 3 minus 2 2. I is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A. Now for making lesser values, in column 1 we apply R3 becomes R3 minus R1. So change will be only R3. R 1 and R2 remain same in both sides. So 2 minus 3 3, 2 2 3, and R3 is changed. 3 minus 2 1, minus 2 minus minus 3, that is 1, 2 minus 3, that is minus 1, and similar change on right hand side I, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 minus 0 0, and 1 minus 0 1. Now applying R3 becomes R1 becomes R1 minus R3 for making lesser values. So change will be on R1 and subtracting from the elements of R1 to the corresponding element of R3, that is 2 minus 1 1, minus 3 minus 1 minus 4, 3 minus minus 1 4, 4, and R2 remains same, R3 remains same. Similar process in right hand side. 1 minus minus 1, that is 2, 0 minus 0, that is 0, 0 minus 1, that is minus 1, and R2 0 1 0 minus 1 0 1, same into A. Now apply R2 becomes R2 minus 2 R3 for making most zeros. So change will be on R2, and R2 will be R2 minus 2 R3. Corresponding elements of R3 multiplied by 2 are subtracted from the elements of R2, but change will be on R2 only. So R1 remains same, 1 minus 4 4, and R3 remains same, 1 minus 1 1 minus 1, but change in R2. So R2 minus 2 R3, 2 minus 2 0, 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus minus 2, that is 5, and similar change will be on R2 of right hand side. 0 minus minus 2, that is 2, 1 minus 0 1, minus 2 minus minus 2, that 0 minus minus 2, that is minus 2. R3 remains same, minus 1 0 1 into A. Applying R3 becomes R3 minus R1, mostly zeros, to get R3 minus R1. So 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus minus 4 5, minus 1 minus 4, that is minus 5. These are the elements of R3. R1 and R2 remain same, and in right hand side minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, 0 minus 0 0, 2 minus minus 1, that is 1 minus minus 1, that is 2 into A. R1 and R2 remain same. Now there are 5 on R2 and R3 of left hand side. So we divide it by 5. R3 becomes R3 by 5 and R2 becomes R2 by 5. We get 1 minus 4 4, 0 0 1, 0 1 minus 1. Similar change in right hand side. 2 0 minus 1, 2 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, minus 3 by 5, 0 by 5, 2 by 5. Thus we get such matrix. Applying R1 as R1 plus 4 R3 for making most zeros in left hand side. the change will be on R1. 1 minus 0, 1, minus 4 plus 4, 0, 4 minus 4, 0. And similar change will be on R1 of right hand side. 2 minus 12 by 5, that is minus 2 by 5. 0 minus 0, 0. Minus 1 plus 4 to the 8 by 5, that will give you 3 by 5. And R2 and R3 remain same. Now applying R3 becomes R3 plus R2. So R3 plus R2 will give you 0. Change will be on R3 only. 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 1, minus 1 plus 1, 0. And similar change on right hand side on R3, minus 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5, that is minus 1 by 5, 0, this is 1 by 5, and sign is, this is 1 by 5, not minus 1 by 5, this is 1 by 5, and 0 R1 R3 become R3 minus R2. Here application is R3 become R3 minus R2, not R3 plus R2. We are adding here, so we get minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 5, that is minus 3 by 5, minus 2 by 5, minus 1 by 5, minus 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5, that is minus 1 by 5, 0 plus 1 by 5, that is 1 by 5, and 0 minus 2 by 5, that is 0. Here this is 0 into A. Thus again apply R3 becomes R2. So we get 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 is equal to minus 2 by 5 0 3 by 5, and R2 and R3 are interchanged. Minus 1 by 5 1 by 5 0, and 2 by 5 1 by 5 minus 2 by 5 into A. Thus identity element is equal to B into A form. So B is equal to A inverse. That means here B is minus 2 by 5 0 3 by 5, minus 1 by 5 1 by 5 0, 2 by 5 1 by 5 minus 2 by 5. Remember this, if AB and BA gives you identity matrix, then A inverse exists and A inverse is equal to B. This is the process. Understand them and practice the questions from your exercise. Question number 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 16, 17 and 18. Thank you. That's all.